Well, welcome to this Sports Showcase event. I'm Don Morrison for Harford TV along with Barb Solberg. Barb, we're at Milton Wright. It's a Hatem Division game between two teams that desperately need a win.
Yes, they do. They played earlier in December. Harford Tech won that one, but not by a lot. I think 9 points.
Yeah, I think it was like 6 points. The difference is that Milton Wright had that young lady who came to them from the Kirsten Rurka, who had played in the IAAM. That's the Catholic League. She was a star there. Came as a senior here to Milton Wright. Scored a lot of points. She scored 40-some points against Northeast, and but she injured herself. It's a meniscus padding problem, not from any kind of injury, but it was just wear and tear. So here you've got a team, Milton Wright, coming off a 12-9 record, but a team with no starting seniors coming back. They get this one, talking to Coach Katie Homestead, a gift, from the Catholic League, and 5 games into the season, she goes down and will not return.
Yeah, she's their leading point scorer. I think she averages over 20 points a game. That's going to be hard to make up. But, you never know. Someone could come off the bench and take control.
Yeah, and they do have some young ladies who have come off the bench and done pretty well for Milton Wright. We had a 13-point score for Charlie Crosby, and we had 16 points scored by Kylie Shepard in a separate game. So they do have some power. Let's see if they can come back and defeat the visiting Harford Tech Cobras. Harford Tech coming in, the starting lineup of Sierra Smith, Brenna Olmstead, Anna Stearns, Miley Decode, and Olivia Marcello. This team, again, as we said, coming in at 5-5. Barb, team last year that was 4-18 the entire year, so already they have won one more game than they did all last year.
Yeah, we still got half the season left to go. So.
Yep. Both teams in the Hatem Division. We know this whole new setup we have in Harford and Cecil County this year, where we have 3 divisions. So they're battling to try to get into the playoffs. So now we're going to have the starting lineups introduced. The black-clad Harford Tech Cobras, the visitors, coming in at 5-5 on the year, 1-3 in the Hatem Division. You're seeing Sierra Smith, number 2. She's a junior, 5'9". Brianna Olmstead, the daughter of the coach, Katie Olmstead. We'll talk more about that. Anna Stearns is number 12. She'll be starting, sophomore.
Starting guard, number 14,
Miley Decode is a senior starting at 5'6", and Olivia Marcello, also senior. She's a 5'10" center, starting number 23. That's the starting lineup for the Cobras of Harford Tech. And now the Milton Wright Mustangs, their starting lineup.
Forward, number 11,
Rachel Canavale, number 11, a senior.
Starting forward, number 21, Jill Hatfield.
Jill Hatfield is a senior, number 21. Check it, a junior.
Starting guard /4, number 22, Stella Musto.
Stella Musto is a sophomore. She'll be starting. Brennan DeSantos, the senior point guard.
Number 44, Kylie Shepard.
And Kylie Shepard. This is a young lady we talked about who scored 16 points against Aberdeen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we honor our country playing the...
And now to honor our country, our national anthem. Well, we're just about ready to go here at C. Milton Wright High School. The Mustangs, again, coming in with a record of 2-6. The host team and Harford Tech coming in with a record of 5-5. Barbara, interesting, these two coaches, Katie Olmstead for Harford Tech, she played on the National Division III runner-up back in 2002 when she was at St. Lawrence College. And the other coach, her opposing coach, Mary Boyce, played at Ursinus College. So these two coaches have played at the top level.
They do, and they have a lot of experience, a lot to share with their players.
And the great thing is they're both teachers at their respective schools. They have been Mary Boyce and her teachers. Let me go back again. Katie Olmstead and Megan Weber, both called everyday heroes by the HCEA. Now what that means is they choose a teacher from each school that goes above and beyond. And we'll talk more about them as we go. Get ready to start now. The C. Milton Wright Mustangs in the white uniforms going from right to left. And the Harford Tech Cobras in their darker uniforms going from left to right. They'll award the ball to the Mustangs. Our two referees tonight, Stephen Mason, the young man who just threw the ball up, and Kerry Nimmo, the umpire, the other official. Ready to go, 8-minute quarters. Mustangs passing the ball around, getting it inside, almost losing it, retaining possession. Shot from the side, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Harford Tech, and here come the Cobras, led by number 2, Sierra Smith. Cross-court pass, dangerous, and out of bounds it goes. Barbara, you don't want to do that.
No, but this is probably the first quarter jitters. It's okay. They usually settle down.
So here come the Mustangs, the host team. 23, that's Brennan DeSantis. 21, Jill Hatfield. Driving the baseline, running one-hander, will not fall. Rebound up and still will not fall. Now the rebound comes to the Cobras in the possession of Olivia Marcello. No score here, about a minute in the game.
C. Milton Wright did a great job getting back on defense.
From the corner looking for the three, back of the rim, no good. Saved inbounds. Still 30 seconds on the shot clock. They haven't reset it. From the corner, front of the rim, no good. Rebound, still won't fall. Now finally taken by C. Milton Wright, taken by Jill Hatfield, while out of bounds. That was Brenna Olmstead, the coach's daughter, number 4 for Harford Tech, had a couple of chances. 30-second shot clock, Barb. It looked like it didn't reset that last time.
It didn't, but I don't think it made a difference. They got the shot off in plenty of time.
Good defensive job, cutting open the baseline, takes it away. Hannah Stearns with the ball, but they cough it up again. No foul call. Looked like there might have been some contact. Basket not good by 23, Brennan DeSantis. Still no score. We're about 2 minutes into the game. Taken away by the Mustangs. That's Kylie Shepard, number 44. Back out front it comes, resetting. Brennan DeSantis. Now Shepard. 12 on the shot clock, looking for the three-pointer. Off, doesn't draw iron. Rebounded by the Cobras. Here they come. Good pass up front.
Oh, great pass.
Can't get it to fall. That was a great pass. Miley Beacote, number 14, couldn't get the basket to go. Bob, that was a tough pass.
It was a good pass. I think it surprised her a little bit. She wasn't sure what to do with it.
Running one-hander, back of the rim, still no good. Rebound to the Cobras. Olmstead, coach's daughter. Back of the rim, still no good, still no score. There's a lid on the basket, Barb.
There is a lid. Somebody's going to open it, though.
5:13, as you see, left here in the first period. Subs coming in for C. Milton Wright. Josie Mooring, number 32. Lainey Gunter also in the ball game, number 20. Cross-court pass, partially blocked. Olmstead with the block. Check it, not Olmstead, but Beacote, number 14. Open shot from the wing. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound by the Mustangs, or by the Cobras, I should say. Finally, it comes off to the Mustangs. Almost a tie-up. That was Kaylee Parker in the ball game, number 12, with that rebound. Shepard hits the side of the basket, side of the rim. This is Jordan Sears in the ball game, number 10. Sears with the ball, thinks about the three. Shooting inside the three, back of the backboard. Rebound blocked. Shot again, still no basket.
That's good movement by the Cobras, though. They're passing that ball nicely.
Running one-hander, back of the rim won't go. And now
There
the
we
rebound
go.
finally goes in. Looks like that was number 14, B-Coat, with the rebound basket. So, Barb, we have proven there is a bottom to the
There
basket.
is. Harford Tech's putting on a little defensive press.
Well, you've noticed a lot of new players coming in. We'll try to keep up with them as we go. For Milton Wright, it looks like 23 back in the ball game. That's Brennan DeSantis. Cobras, no good. Rebound. And it won't fall. Looks like it should have gone in, but did not. Out of bounds it goes. That was a B-Coat again. The young lady has the only 2 points in the game, number 14 for the Cobras. Retaining possession, they have the 2-0 lead. Blocked. Still no good. Rebound taken into the hands of number 12, Kayla Parker. Kayla Parker with the get ball. Now DeSantos looking for three. Front of the rim, no good. Taken away by the Cobras.
It's a great rebound, but she was swarmed by 5 Cobras.
Jordan Sears.
Couldn't get it up or out.
What do they tell you? Don't bring the ball down. That's
Yeah.
the natural tendency to bring it down. That's when you get the little people that can knock it away.
Especially when there are 5 of them.
That's 10 hands, I think,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly. 3:14, we've had only 2 points scored in the entire game so far. Kayla Parker, the junior, number 12. Into the corner. Back out front. Looking for three.
There we
Good.
go.
There's the basket. That's by Brennan DeSantis. Milton Wright has a 1-point lead now at 3-2. Bad pass out of bounds, unforced error. Barb, the game is tough enough without making errors that are not forced, so you know that's not something they wanted to do.
Yeah, and it's extra tough tonight because the ball won't drop.
New player coming in the ball game for Tech. It's number 1, Lyric Strong. Lyric is a senior. Out of Haverty Grace, plays softball in the sports medicine program at Harford Tech. We'll talk more about that as the night goes on. Looking from the corner. The basket had the net kind of wrapped around it. Didn't go in. That was Marcelo with the shot. Rebound. Batted in, kept in by Milton Wright. Here come the Mustangs. Into the corner. Back out, open for three. This time it will not fall. That was DeSantos, the young lady who had the other three-pointer. Marcelo had the ball momentarily, passing it off to Sears.
No, that was
Kick.
a tough pass.
Out of
She
bounds it
wasn't
goes.
open. And I think if she had got the ball, she wouldn't have been able to do anything with it.
Timeout called by Harford Tech, Katie Olmstead. We talked about Harford Tech and the fact that these young ladies come from every part of the county. It's a magnet school. They have like 21 programs there, Barb, at Harford Tech. Programs like sports medicine, nursing, CAD, computer-aided design, I understand. It's not, we used to think CAD was a bad thing. It's a
No.
good thing now. Also welding.
And culinary, that one was interesting.
I'm liking that, yeah.
I am too. That'd be fun.
Yeah. And I think the culinary student we're talking about runs her own, it's called the Thomas Street Inn here at Harford Tech, or there at Harford Tech. And so she runs that whole program. Horticulture is another interesting program. Sierra Smith is involved with that. Point about coming from all different, you grew up with Aberdeen kids, and so you knew them and you played ball with them. But here, they come from all areas of the county. Get out, out of bed at 6 o'clock in the morning, catch the bus. Looking from 3, no good. So I'm always impressed by the teamwork that you see on a team like that. Looking for 3 again. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound, good job by Tech keeping the ball, and now it's again going to be long. Almost goes in. Not sure that was a shot. Milton Wright comes away with it. Traveling is the call. Another unforced error. Minute 13, as you see, left in the first. Points have come at a premium here tonight.
Yeah, they're stingy.
Good pass. Good shot. Good job by Olivia Marcello getting the pass and putting the basket in. So right back ahead go the Cobras by 1 at 4-3. Moving, looking, short on the shot.
That was
Rebound.
a great move.
It was. Sears with the rebound. Did everything right, Barb, except making the basket.
Yep, just didn't go in.
Sears being double teamed. Gets rid of it. That's a time on the clock. Marcello, left-hand layup, won't fall. Rebounded. Here come the Mustangs. Knocked out of bounds, but the foul will be called. Lyric Strong got her hand in there, got a little bit of the arm, including the ball, and so it will be a foul. It could be a shooting foul, I believe. Yep, they're going to say that it was in the act of shooting. That'll be Brennan DeSantis. Brennan will be shooting too. Is that the first foul of the night we've had?
It's the first foul, yes.
Bank is open here tonight at home.
It's surprising because we've seen a lot of shots go up too.
Yeah. Good thing is, unlike horse where you have to call bank, it just, if it goes in, fine. We don't care. Second one back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Beacoat, Miley Beacoat. Looking for 3. Side of the rim, no good. Rebound, it still won't fall. Marcello, up, no good. Marcello gets her own rebound, still won't fall. Finally, taken away again.
10
Harford
seconds.
Tech has it. That clock, 5 seconds left. 4 seconds, 3, 2. Good if it goes, and it will not. So that's the way the first period will end, with a tie at 4-4. The 3-point basket made by Brennan DeSantos also had a free throw. 2 baskets, one by Miley Beacoat and one by Olivia Marcello. Barb, we've seen a lot of shots go up but nothing go down yet.
No, that's correct. I think they're going to start falling. I really do. I don't know what was going on that first quarter, but looks to me like both teams are pretty evenly matched in height also. Nobody's dominating the boards.
Yeah, we talked about Kirsten Rourke. Had a chance to talk to Kirsten before the game. She's the young lady that came out of the Catholic League, said she wanted to come back home for her senior year living here in the Milton Wright area. So she had done her first 3 years at the Catholic School League. Has a future in basketball. Already has a scholarship to Central Methodist in Missouri, but that meniscus area of her knee just sort of gave way. We understand they're not going to operate, Barb. They're going to try to rehabilitate it, and hopefully by next year, when it's time for college, she'll be ready to go. But she's out for the year. Very unfortunate for Milton Wright.
Yeah, that's too bad. Like I said, she scored over 20 points a game, really making an impact.
Yeah, especially when you come in and you have no starters coming back on your team. And you as a coach, Mary Boyce, says it was like a gift. You know, I saw her on my doorstep here when the season started, and she had great games. She had, 35 points against Northeast, 16 against that tough Patterson Mill School, and then hurt the knee.
And she was Athlete of the Week.
Yes, she was.
Aegis Athlete of the Week, too.
January 5 to 9. Back underway, looking for 3 from the corner, round the rim and won't fall. Marcello gets the rebound, falls down. Here comes the break. Pass ahead. The shot and the foul, and it goes in. That's Beacote. Beacote with 2 points. She'll go to the line trying to make it 3. Boy, that was a nice break, and Beacote really concentrated on the basket.
That foul was on Anna Stearns, her first.
Back of the rim, it will not fall. The score remains at 6-4. Inside the 3. Shot good, foul. Foul shot is not good. It's Ella Picca. She'll go to the line shooting 2. Looks like that foul was on number 13. That's Charlie Crosby. She's taken the number 13 back. Another backboard and in. 6-5 the score. Kirsten Rurka's number is normally 13. She switched numbers being that she's not playing with Charlie Crosby. Gets the second one to fall as well. So now we're tied again at 6. Driving the baseline, cut off. Great block by Marcello. Here come the Cobras. Pass ahead. Looking for 3. Good from the corner. That's Lyric Strong. And now it is a 9-6 lead for Harford Tech. That was a great shot.
That was a great shot. That was their first 3-pointer of the night.
It was 9-6 now the lead. Milton Wright had a 2-point lead and it got tied, and now it's a 3-point lead for the Harford Tech Cobras. Lyric Strong with that 3-pointer. She's a senior, 5'5", averaging 4 points a game. Softball player. In the sports management program, she's out of Harford Grace High School. So if she were going to her home school, she'd be going to Harford Grace. We talk about that, Barb, the commitment to leave your home area. You've gone to elementary, middle school, all your friends are there, and you say, no, I want to go to Harford Tech because I've got something in mind, hers being sports medicine. That shows a lot of maturity.
It does, and it's tough. Like you said, you grow up playing in rec sports, soccer, field hockey, lacrosse with your younger teammates, and then in high school you get all new teammates. It's got to be a little tough.
And we joked about that. Yeah, they've got to catch the bus if they're riding the bus to school at like 6:30 in the morning. I mean, that means you're getting up at 5 in the morning to be able to get to school on time.
Right, that's true. You're not going to school in your hometown, so you have to travel a little bit.
And you catch the bus, you go back home to your home community, and all of your friends at school are friends you leave at school. So again, my point being is that it shows maturity on my thought process that you say, hey, I've got more in mind than just going to school, for the fun of it. I've got a goal in mind. Here we go, Tech with the ball and the lead by 3. Driving one-hander short. Marcello battles for the rebound. Finally taken away. Good job with the ball, looking for the pass. Gets it there. That was Jill Hatfield. Looked like it might have been a walk, didn't get called. Picca keeps the ball. They're going to say it is a tie-up. The alternating possession goes to the Mustangs. In fact, Barb, when you played, I think there was a tie-up. You had a jump ball.
We had a jump ball, unfortunately.
And it did slow the game down. You had to get everybody together, and you had a jump ball. Here you have alternating possession, so speeds the game up. Shot clock, another invention they didn't have, Barb, when you were playing. Looking for 3. Wrong, doesn't draw iron. Outside again. Looking for 3 again. Back at the rim this time, won't fall. 2 good tries, neither one would fall by DeSantos. Here come the Cobras, taken away by Olmstead. Olmstead looking for her 3. Gets
there
it!
She goes, nothing but net.
Brenna Olmstead. Barb, you're right, that didn't hit net. I think it didn't touch the net.
No, I knew they'd
Rustled
start
the
to fall. They had to.
Now it's a double lead, 12-6 for the Cobras, who take it away. Looks like DeSantos thought maybe she was fouled. Maybe got hurt a little bit on that play.
Yeah, she looks like she's limping a little bit.
Got hit on the knee, I think. Now looking for another 3. Rebound by Marcello.
Nice
Gets
rebound.
it in. Olivia Marcello with her second two-pointer.
Timeout now by C. Milton Wright.
Yeah, I think they've got to regroup. Yeah, I believe DeSantos looked like she thought she was fouled and maybe got hit on the knee. You could tell that she was favoring that, maybe not being able to play the defense she wanted to. Here you'll see that three-point shot bounces around. Marcello, great rebound. She reached out and got that ball way outside her area and put it in.
And DeSantis is being looked at by the trainer over there, so hopefully she'll be able to come back in.
Barbara, again, I keep going back to the 1980s when you were playing in high school. Didn't have trainers. So if you got hurt, it was up to the coach to be able to figure out, what was happening with you. And now you've got a medical professional on site, and, they're able to assess the injury.
Yeah, I think every school should have a trainer on hand.
And they do now. Yeah, it's part of the thing the county pays for, having a trainer to be here, fully certified. Gosh, back when I was coaching, I was praying no one got hurt. Please don't get hurt. Because it was the coach's responsibility. Driving, loses it out of bounds. I think a foul is going to be called. Yep.
Call a foul.
Carrie Nemo says with a little bit of a bump as she went out of bounds. Looks like that foul may have been on Charlie Crosby. Her first. Drive, can't get it to fall. C. Milton gets the rebound. Blocked by Marcello. What a play. And keeps it in bounds as well.
That was dangerous. They tell you not to save the ball in your opponent's basket, but she got away with it.
Cobras now leading by 8. They were down by 2 points just about a minute ago. Looking for the corner. Olmsted blocked. Great block. That was by Jill Hatfield making that block. Taken away. Here comes Marcello. Driving. Good job defensively.
She's dribbling down with a smile on her face.
Marcello battling. Coming away with it is Hatfield. Just about halfway through the second period. Out of bounds it goes. Boy, it's been all Harford Tech here since about midway of that first period. 3-pointers by Strong and by Olmsted. 2 free throws by Decote and a basket by Marcello.
Yeah, see, Milton hasn't had too many shots this quarter.
10-2 the score here in this second period. How did that pass get through? From the corner, looking for 3, a little long. Rebound taken by Stella Musto, number 22.
Olmsted was a one-man press back there.
That doesn't usually work very well.
No, and it almost did, though.
Shot clock down below 10 now. Got to get the shot off with 5. Battling for the ball. It's going to stay with the, looks like the alternating possession stays with the Mustangs. So they've only got 2 seconds on the shot clock because there was not a change of possession, so they have to get it up. 1 second, good if it goes. From the rim, no good. A nice recognition of that shot clock.
That really was. She caught it and got it up quickly.
There's a foul called. Looks like it's going to go against Sierra Smith. Her first. Still no shooting foul. Neither team near the limit.
No, I noticed in a women's game, you very rarely get to the limit anymore. If they reset after every quarter.
Yeah, good point. And I think that's purposely. They don't like the game stopping for the free throws. So, like you said, in the old days, you would get to that limit and then you'd start shooting about midway of the second period. Now, as you said, it resets every period. Nice movement. Boy, they are really passing the ball. Layup won't fall. But the rebound does go in.
There were 2 or 3 shots there that they were open and could have taken.
Smith with the basket. Team now up by 10 at 16-6.
Cobras with the press again. See, Milton's having a tough time getting the ball down the court.
Yeah, what do they say about going fast but don't hurry? Or hurry but don't go fast? One of the two. It appears like that C. Milton Wright is trying to go a little bit too fast. A nice rebound, battling for the ball. Foul is going to be called. Marcelo has played a heck of a game, number 23, inside for the Cobras. Two new players coming in for C. Milton Wright. Rachel Canavale, number 11.
And that foul was on Kylie Shepard, I believe, her first.
Homestead from the corner, out of bounds. It'll stay here. Almost taken away, just in the ball game. Canavale. Rachel is senior, number 11, one of the captains on the team. From the corner. Rebound. Inside the ball goes. Two minutes coming up left here in the second period. Mustangs looking to try to get something going. 1 second. Oh, it almost went in just as the buzzer. Not sure they want to hold it for the full 30, being down by 10.
No, that wasn't intentional at all.
Cobras. You just move the ball so well.
Especially when you're behind. You don't want to take up the whole shot clock.
Good rebound, that time by Hatfield. Jill Hatfield, a junior, first year playing in the varsity basketball. I'm impressed with her ability. There she is with the ball. Takes the shot, gets it back out. Good movement, out of bounds it goes though. Minute 17 as you see left in this first half. It has been all Harford Tech since about midway of that first period.
Almost looks to me like C. Milton's they're a little afraid to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
They're getting open, that look like open shots, but then they pass it.
Looking for three, Olmsted, front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Canavale. They tell you don't bring the ball down, Bard, but it's so natural.
It is.
You know, you want to bring it down so you can guard it, but you just bring everybody into contact with the ball when you do that.
The Cobras are just swarming on defense once you get that ball.
And if you've been swarmed by Cobras, that's not a fun thing.
Oh, that's bad.
Take it away on the interception. Good job. That by Becote. Becote stepped right into the passing lane, took the ball away. 49.6 seconds left in the first half. Olmsted passes up. Short on that little jumper. Sierra Smith. Good dribbler. You can tell that Smith is used to playing that one-on-one game. Foul's going to be called, and it looks like going to the line. Shooting will be Kayla Parker. Kayla misses her first. Guess they're over the limit. That didn't look like a shooting foul.
Well, looks like they are over the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not a shooting foul for sure.
Oh, great rebound. But a block by Smith, but she's called with the foul. Sierra Smith came down, and I think they call that, Barb, if you bring your hand down when you make the block, that's when the foul gets called.
That is when the foul gets called. You got to stay straight up.
Canavale, this is the first. There you see Coach Boyce. Ball off the front of the rim. Good job coming up with the rebound is Becote. Good defense cut off. Smith. Olmsted double teamed. Gets rid of the ball. Corner. Shoot. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound. Taken by the Mustangs. 10 seconds. Driving. Can't get it to fall. Rebound. 4 seconds. 3, 2. Long shot. I don't think that was anywhere close to the basket.
Yeah, I think she had a little more time too, but that's okay.
Yeah. Only 2 points scored by the Mustangs in an entire second period. Meantime, 12 points scored by the Cobras. They lead by 16-6 here at the half. There you see Coach Boyce saying, hey, we got to come up with a plan here for the second half. Again, a team without experience, a team with no starters coming back, and a team that had Kirsten Worka, who got injured early and is not able to play.
Yeah, and it looks like they're struggling to have someone step up and take charge. You know, maybe someone will emerge, but so far haven't seen it.
Well, we'll take a break here. We'll come back with the second half of action. Don't you go away. It is C. Milton Wright hosting the Harford Tech Cobras. We'll be right back. Well, we're back with you at C. Milton Wright High School. Don Morris and my partner, Barb Solberg. Barb, I've seen some interesting play in the first half. Lots of mistakes, obviously, but we've also seen some really good play. Marcelo, in particular, for Harford Tech has impressed me under the board.
Yeah, I think both teams are hustling, no doubt about that.
Yep.
I think Bel Air just needs to take some shots from the outside a little bit more. It looks like they're trying to get it inside and having trouble doing it. And Harford Tech is shooting from the outside, which I think has made the difference so far.
Yeah, C. Milton Wright, you see the fact that they don't have any returning starters. You can see the inexperience. And again, you take out the Worka, the young lady who came to C. Milton Wright from the Catholic League. Imagine what that team would be like if they had that scorer there. They could be a totally different team.
Yeah, 20-plus points a game. That's a lot to miss.
Yeah. You're talking about points. Brennan DeSantis, number 23 for C. Milton Wright, has all 6 points that C. Milton Wright has in the entire game. Now, the score was 4-4 after one period. So, you know, that was good. And then all of a sudden it's 12 points for Harford Tech.
Well, I told you the lid came off, Don.
Yeah.
A little bit anyway.
You have a chance to see across the way Caitlin Larimore, who's the young lady in the white top. That would be Mary Boyce, who's the coach for C. Milton. But you got a chance to see at the scores table, she tore her ACL, you know, and I feel so badly for her. She tore it while skiing. I said, did you do something stupid? Well, yeah, I was skiing.
Well, she's young enough.
She's young enough. There you see her sitting at the right-hand side of the scores table. Just a great athletic director. Very cooperative, very helpful to us whenever we come here to make things comfortable for us. So here we go in the second half. 16 more minutes of action. C. Milton Wright with the basketball. Mustangs looking to get that scoring down, get something to go in. That's inside.
There's that shooting from the outside. I think that's what they need.
Did they give her a 2? I think it was a 2.
Yeah, it was a 2, yes.
That's Musto. So just like that, the Mustangs get a point, get 2 points here. They only had 2 the entire second period. Harford Tech driving. Oh, what a nice shot.
Nice left-handed
That's by
layup.
Sierra Smith. We were talking about
impressive.
Sierra. Looking for 3, passes it up. It's DeSantos. Rebound. Marcelo with that rebound. Gets it off to Miley Decote. Mustangs take it away. Here they come. Good pass, lead pass, shot, foul, good.
Nice.
Now we're seeing C. Milton Wright come alive. Musto gets a second 2-pointer and a chance to go to the line to make the old-fashioned 3 points. And now we're in double figures for the Mustangs, scoring all 4 points here to start the second period.
That foul is on Sierra Smith, and that is her 3rd. So we'll have to keep an eye on that.
And she makes it the 3-point shot. And a timeout. Nope, they're just going to bring in a player. Strong comes in, and going out is Anna Stearns.
Yes, and Sierra's going to sit for a while.
Yep, Sierra going out as well. Number 2, that puts a hole in that Cobra lineup as well. Inside. The push out of bounds. So it'll be a possession foul. Marcelo pushed out of bounds.
And that foul's on Carnival. It's her 1st.
Rebound Hatfield. Oh, nice lead pass.
It looks like Bella's looking to run on the when they get the rebound.
Taken away by the Cobras. Driving one-hander, good. That's Lyric Strong. She's got 5 on the day. 20-11, it's a 9-point lead again. Hatfield. Picka on her. Driving, almost drags that pivot foot. Yep, and they will call the pivot foot. Stephen Mason, the referee, along with Carrie Nemo, the umpire. That call by Stephen Mason. Hustling the ball up. Inside it goes to Picka. Hatfield. Let's see what the call is. Yep, they're going to say it is a possession tied up ball. It will be possession to the Cobras. A hook shot. Whoa. Mary Beacote, Miley Beacote, I should say, gets her first 2 of the night. That was a honest-to-goodness hook shot, wasn't it?
That was.
Looked like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with a sky hook. Driving one-hander. Rebounded and good.
There you go. Now the lid's off.
Boy, Musto has really come on. She's got 7 points here in this third period, number 22 for C. Milton Wright. So now it is a 9-point game again. Marcello, good. She almost put that up casually. It went in. So now we have seen more action here
We have.
and more scoring, Barb, in this first couple of minutes of this third period than we have the entire game.
Yeah, with the shooting percentages this quarter, but it's way higher than the first 2 quarters.
That was Jill Hatfield, number 21, you saw, who did a great job here for the Mustangs. But the really good job for the Mustangs is Stella Musto, the sophomore, first-year player, number 22. She's got 7 points, all 7 of the points for the Mustangs in this second period, or second half.
And you said she wasn't scheduled to play tonight.
Yeah, she
It was
didn't.
a late addition.
Right. Yeah, she was. Here you see the drive coming by Harford Tech, and now you'll see the shot, almost like, okay, give me the shot, I'll take it.
If you're going to leave me open, I'm going to shoot.
Marcella, a 5'10" senior, plays soccer. By the way, the soccer team at Harford Tech, they were the state runners-up. They lost in the state finals, and several of the players, including Brenna Olmstead and Marcella, were on that team. Marcella from Havre de Grace, she's in the CAM program, computer-aided mechanical drawing.
I did a little bit of that in my career.
Really, did you?
I did. I
Okay.
enjoyed it. Hmm.
Looking for 3. Back of the rim, no good. C. Milton Wright comes away with the rebound. Another 3-point shot. Boy, what a rebound. Coming away with it. Not sure how she got it, but it was Cannavale. Mustangs, the Cobras do come back with the ball there. Marcelo, great
Good
pass.
look.
Good conversion.
Great finish.
Bob, I didn't see who made that pass, but it was a great pass.
I didn't see either.
Nice little bounce pass right where she could handle it. Almost taken away. Kylie Shepard with the ball, running the point. Kylie, a senior. Oh, that's a great pass and a great conversion to Hatfield
And a left-handed layup. I love it.
from Shepard. That's Hatfield taking it away. Well, the Mustangs have come out on fire here in the second half. Oh, that would have been a great one to fall. Marcelo with the rebound. Gives it up. Driving. Oh, great shot.
It
That
seems
ball
like
by Anna
C.
Stearns.
Milton starts to score and get some momentum, and the Cobras come right back and score.
Stearns with that basket. Hatfield hit from behind. Jill Hatfield, her first year as a junior playing. New player in, that's Olmsted coming in for Tech. Brenna Olmsted, sophomore. Soccer, lacrosse player. One of those state finalists on the Cobra team back in the fall. Cut off. Stella Musto, number 22. She's the young lady that scored the 7 points here in the second half. She's open, looking to make it 10. Just grazes the rim, no good. Pickup with the rebound. The driving one-hander. Check it, that was Lyric Strong, number 1. Hatfield gets it back out front. Musto. Good coming into the passing lane. Lyric Strong driving.
Yeah, that pass was televised just a little too much.
Back and forth the action goes. Musto driving. Won't fall. Rebound to Strong. Well, this has been a fast-paced. Don't worry about the shot clock.
No.
Good pass.
Good look underneath.
Can't
Oh.
convert. But that was a great pass. Strong with the pass. Do they call a foul or alternating possession?
I think they called alternating possession, jump ball.
So we'll stay here with the Mustangs. New players in. 12 is Kayla Parker. 15 is Ariana Hudson's. Great pass.
Good look.
Great conversion. Marcelo gets that pass from B-Coat.
Cobras just won't give an inch.
Boy, Marcelo now has 10 points. First player to get into double figures. She's got 6 here in this second half. That was a great pass that time, too. Come the Mustangs. Marcelo with the interception, driving, and she's fouled. Olivia Marcelo averaging 8 points a game and 9 rebounds. She'll be shooting too. Well, that's a big lady who's 5'10", intercepting the ball and driving. Interesting, she shoots her layups left-handed. She shoots right-handed from the free throw line. I like it.
I've seen a lot of that this year. A lot of people going up with the left-handed layup.
Makes them both. She's got 8 in this period, now has 12. Puts her team back up by 17. Running one-hander. Oh, what a great job saving it in bounds, but the Cobras come away with it. We give a lot of credit to hustle that time by Stella Musto. Musto with the rebound, has a player open, hits her. Shooting from the outside. Rebound Parker. Travel is the call. Marcella gets the rebound, unable to keep her feet. Minute 14 as you see left in the third period. It has been a action-packed third period. Cut off on the baseline. Looking for 3 from the corner, front of the rim, no good. That was Kirsten, no, check it, that's Charlie Crosby, number 13, making that shot.
And I don't even think that we went unnoticed, but DeSantis is back in the game. Remember, she went out with a possible injury in the first half.
Good to
But
see
she's
her
back in. That's good to see.
Yeah, where she had that knee, looked like she may have banged knees. We're talking about number 23, Brennan DeSantis, the senior. Good pass inside, good conversion. That by Ella Pico. Ella gets her second basket of the night, first of the second half.
And the Cobras are playing man-to-man defense now.
Nice defense. And getting it to fall, that's our young lady again, Stella Musto. She's got 9 points here in the second half.
She did a great job because her teammate was in trouble and she went towards her.
Open for the shot from the corner. Good. Knocked down by Anna Stearns. Stearns has 4. Team up now by 19, matching the biggest lead of the night. And that is the end of the action-packed third period. That
We
that
all
was
need
fun.
a break, I think.
I do. That was fun. Let's see, we had 8 points in that period for Marcelo. She's got a total of 12 points now. And 9 points in that period for Musto, her only 9 of the night. So and you're right, Barb, but every time C. Milton scored, seemed like they were going to make a run. Boy, the Cobras had the answer.
They sure did. They didn't let C. Milton get any momentum at all.
There you see the replay of that shot made. So we have 8 more minutes of action for you. I'm really pleased to see both these teams come out of the second half and playing really well, only playing hard and quick. They did that in the first half, but they're playing well in the second half.
Yeah, I don't see really a lot different. I mean, they're getting their shots up now. They're just going in.
Yeah, yeah. 36-17 as you see. Let's see, 20 points in that period for the Cobras. See if my math skills work. And 11 points in that period for the Mustangs. Of those, 9 were scored by Stella Musto. Mustangs coming in 2-6 on the year, 0-4 in the Hatem division, having lost earlier in the year to the Cobras. These two teams both in the Hatem division. Harford Tech 5-5 on the year. Again, we were talking to their coach, Katie Olmstead. They won 4 games all last year. They got half a season left and they've won 5. Great rebound by Olmstead. Olmstead lines up the 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Inside, bounces around. Alternating possessions. That will go to C. Milton Wright. Check it. The sign is showing
Yeah,
one way.
I'm confused.
Maybe they switched it on us real quick, so it'll stay with the Cobras. Back of the rim, no good. Nice rebound. Good solid rebound. Nice pass.
Good passing.
Nope, the foul is going to be called on the floor. Basket went in, but the basket doesn't count. That's one case where you say, don't call the foul. Hatfield, short, rebound Olmstead. Here come the Cobras up by 19. So impressed with the way they move the ball. Olmstead cross-court pass. Shot clock inside, and a basket is made. That by Jordan Sears, her first 2 of the night.
If you're the Cobras with the kind of lead you have, that's what you want to do. You want to work the clock and then just put the basket in when there's nothing left.
Missing the layup, and it will go out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Mustangs. Brennan DeSantis to trigger it in. All right, now it should stay here. If I'm reading the arrow correctly, it will stay with the Mustangs on the alternating possession. 5 seconds to get it in. Hatfield, high arching, rebound Picka. Here comes Olmstead. Lindsay Coheed, number 5 in the ball game. That basket was halfway down, but came back out. Cobras come back with it. Battle under the basket. It's a alternating possession. It'll stay here. Anna Stearns to trigger it in. Anna is a sophomore, 5'6", her second year. New players coming in. Looks like 13 is Charlie Crosby in for C. Milton. Olmsted, rebound Hatfield. Jill Hatfield, her first year of playing here on the varsity level, done a good job. DeSantis, good. Count 'em. DeSantis with 9 now, her second 3 of the night. Team back with an 18. Picka, double dribble is the call. But whenever you don't have to mention the officials very much, it means they've done a good job.
They've done a good job.
They really have.
So Sierra Smith is back in. Remember, she had the 3 fouls.
Yeah. There's DeSantis throwing up the 3 again. That cord's wrapped around the basket. Normally somebody would jump
up.
up.
Been a lot tonight.
Yeah. That looked like a walk not called. There's Sierra Smith, number 2 you were talking about. Out of bounds it goes.
I'm not sure anyone can jump up and reach that, Don.
I could, back in the day.
I don't know if I could.
Well, if I had a ladder, I could, basically. Or maybe a springboard, one of those little things. Yeah. Well, nice move. Still won't go down. Normally a referee will call time and take the basketball
use the ball,
and knock it in. Barb, why don't you go down and jump and get it down?
No. My jumping days are over.
You don't want to show off. I know what it is. From the corner. Rebound. That's Canavale. Picco taking it away. Picca tries to get it to the corner, has it taken away. Good job on the interception, but losing it out of bounds. No, it stays in. That was an interesting play. Passing the ball while lying prone.
Seems like we've had a little scoring drought in this quarter.
Yeah, down to 6 on the shot clock. Got to go up with 4 and 3. Good if it goes. Doesn't. Rebound is taken by Stearns. And fouled is Sierra Smith going to the basket. She'll shoot. I think this is a shooting foul. Yep, they're going to say it is a shooting foul. She's from Joppatown in the horticulture program here at Harford Tech. Well, not actually here at Harford Tech, but there at Harford Tech, since we were at C. Milton Wright.
And she's actually shooting left-handed, Don.
Yeah. Sierra Jr., 5'9", averaging 6 points and 5 rebounds. Bounces around, rebound, still no good. Rebound coming by Josie Mooring. Shepard. Backboard and not in. That was Evie Garrigan, number 14, who got that shot up for C. Milton Wright. Picka. Taken away. Musto. The lid has come back on that basket.
It has. Wanted to go through to fix the net.
Picka. They hadn't had a timeout. They would have fixed it during the timeout, I'm sure.
Right.
But the action has been fast-paced. Driving, the foul will be called now. There'll be the stoppage in play. Lyric Strong will go to line. She'll shoot 2.
Fouls on Lainey Gunter, her first.
Lyric makes the first. She's got 6 on the night. Sports medicine program from Harvard Grace. This is second. Foul is going to be called on Sierra Smith. That should be 4 on her.
Should be her 4th.
Not a shooting foul. Parker to inbounds it to Garrigan, and here comes Garrigan with the ball. Evie Garrigan, a junior.
I'm not sure they actually called that foul.
They put up, yeah, they put it up on the board. Boy, great double defense taken away by the Cobras. But when you can get a player to dribble to that corner, you've got 2 players plus the corner. Smith backs up, shoots it good. Sierra Smith, she's got 6. 19 points, 21 points now the lead. Biggest of the night for the Cobras.
Uh-oh.
That could be 5.
It should be.
You could tell Sierra Smith that I did not touch her. So Sierra will get an early exit from the game with 5 fouls. She'll be replaced by Olivia Marcello, I mean, excuse me, Olivia. Nice drive, won't get it to fall though. It was a good job by Gunter getting around, but not able to convert. Coming up, a minute 40 left in the game. Looking for 3, getting 3. That's Becote. Becote now with 7. Again, 44-20. It is the 24-point lead, biggest lead of the night. Out of bounds it will go. This game was tied at 4 after 1 period. Then a 16-6 lead at the half. 36-17 at the quarter.
I think the basket started dropping in the second quarter for the Cobras, and they didn't start for C. Milton until the second half.
Yeah, that third period where the Cobras had 20 points. 11 for the Mustangs. Looking from the corner.
Now we got both nets.
Both nets are
Both
snarled
nets
on the
need help.
basket. Marcello drive. Foul is going to be called on Parker. Becote to shoot 2. Miley Becote, a senior, 5'6", a volleyball player. By the way, her dad played at Harford Tech. 5 points, 5 rebounds. First shot is good. Second one rolls around and goes in. She's now got 9 points on the night. Lead up to 26.
Oh.
That was a difficult shot, almost went in. Becote with the rebound. There she is, number 14. Inside, great pass to Picca.
Great play.
Picca converts it. She's got 6 on the night. Team up now by 28. Yep, an extra step there, and you get away with that on the playground, Barb. They allowed you to do that.
I thought they might allow her that time too, but no.
Yeah, these officials are tough. 20 seconds left in this game. Picca saves it.
C. Milton's still playing hard defense.
Yes, they are. Marcello, 5 seconds. Good if it goes. It will be backboard, not in. Rebound comes. That will be the end of this game as the final score, 48-20, the win by the Harford Tech Cobras. Barbara? this game, interesting. Two teams, both inexperienced, both are growing, getting better as the year goes on. And I really was impressed that C. Milton Wright came out in that third period. They were down big, but they came out and they gave Harford Tech everything they wanted. But like you said, Harford Tech had the answer.
They had the answer every time. I actually thought the third quarter was more even, but the Cobras still pulled away a little bit in both quarters.
So 9 points, the leading scorer for the Mustangs. That was Stella Musto. She had all those 9 in that third period. Meantime, 12 points, the leading scorer in the game. That for Olivia Marcello. Also, I think we had Miley Beacode had 9 points as well. So those are the leading scorers in the game. Barbara, your assessment of both teams. First of all, let's talk about C. Milton Wright.
I think they need to shoot the ball more. I think they got the shots up. They got open looks. Sometimes you just have a team that wants to pass the ball. You got to find somebody who's not afraid to shoot and put the ball up.
They lost by 6 to the Cobras early in the year, but that was when the Cobras had Rurka before she went down, the young lady who scored 21 points a game. So definitely you can see they were missing that star that they had who went out with that meniscus injury.
Yeah, that was obvious, I think. And the Cobras were steady. I think they had a balanced team. They hustled. Both teams hustled. I can't take anything away from either one of them.
So the Cobras now go to 6-5. They're now 2-3 in the Hatem division. Again, they only won 4 games all last year, so now they're 2 games better than they were the entire last year. Mustangs will fall to 2-7, 0-5 in the Hatem. Barb Solberg, wonderful night. Appreciate all the efforts made by the HarfordTV guys. We had some technical issues. They worked hard and got them solved.
And they worked it out. Everything went smoothly.
Appreciate the great reception we had at C. Milton Wright, especially by Caitlin Larimore, the athletic director, playing her tonight with that ACL tear. So hope you've enjoyed the game. Don Morrison, my partner Barb Solberg, our final score from C. Milton Wright. It is the Harford Tech Cobras winning by final score of 48-20. Good night, everyone.